Sometimes 2K is just off. All right, simulate game. Let's get it. And LeBron James got eliminated. Oh my gosh. You got more years in the tank for me. Steven Adams has long hair now.
Back in 2017, the NBA entered the Superteam era. But what if it never happened? No KD to the Warriors, no Kyrie trade. Jimmy Butler stayed on the Bulls. Today we're in 2K17 and we're undoing every major trade.
As a young NBA fan, when Kevin Durant decided to go to the Warriors and every team decided to piggyback off of him, I just knew for the next 2 years, the league's just going to be owned by the Warriors. Today, it's about time we see if that just never happened. So, of course, Jimmy Butler's not going to Minnesota. No! He's not going to have to absolutely ball on their practice squad like they never played before. Of course, Kyrie's not going to Boston. Chris Paul, you're not going to OKC. And Blake Griffin, you're not going to my Pistons. Even though he did pretty good, two-time All-Star for us. KD obviously staying on the Thunder. He's kind of the whole reason this thing happened, the super team era. But at this point, teams are so good in the league, there needs to be another team, like another expansion team literally added. So hopefully one day that can happen. So I'm going to let this simulate now. But I have the stats for real life. The Thunder, they came in with 48 and 34 without KD, which is kind of impressive with just Russell Westbrook. This is when the Western Conference
2,000 years later
simulated that. KD on the Thunder was able to win MVP. So we know the Warriors, obviously, they won this season. But now, it went all the way to the 3 seed, which, if I pull on Basketball Reference right now and look at the Western Conference, they were the 2nd seed. The Houston Rockets that year were actually 65 wins and look at the 8th seed. Sometimes 2K is just off. All right, simulate game. Let's get it. Up 1 on James Harden. Dude, what am I doing here? We simulate rounds. The Clippers, it didn't matter. And LeBron James got eliminated. Oh my gosh. How did keeping Kyrie Irving, how did keeping Chris Paul end up worse? And the Bulls with the 1 seed, oh my gosh, with 55 wins, bounced in the first round of the 7 to the 8th seeded Pacers. That is insane. And in real life, they didn't even make the playoffs either. They were 27 and 55. Holy crap, I'm not even making that up. They were 27 and 55. And in this, they were the complete opposite, 55 and 27. What? Crazy how that works. Sip of water almost killed me. KD with 28 points. Russell Westbrook 21. 8 assists. Or 10 assists, 8 rebounds. Almost a triple-double. Steven Adams, he's there. Oh, his pretty long hair and beard, Steven Adams. So he just looks like, you know, a young man, Aquaman, I guess you'd say.
Yeah!
Anyway, simulate current round. We absolutely sweep Tim Duncan. Kawhi Leonard's still on the Spurs. Where is he? Tim Duncan. Oh, he was retired by this point, wasn't he? What am I saying? There's LaMarcus Aldridge. Still at 88 overall. Very impressive. Got Pau Gasol. I didn't know he was 7 foot. I thought he was like 6'10". Anyway, shows you how much I actually know about ball. To game 7. So if KD would have stayed on the Thunder and just ran it back, maybe he would have still made the finals. I doubt it would have been against the 8th seeded Indiana Pacers, but he still might have made it. But you know, It's very hard to win an NBA championship.
Here we go again.
So maybe he made the right call, but we're down 1. What is Paul George on right now? But he's a 91 overall, impressive. And then I love Thaddeus Young, but if he's your second best player, Jeff T. Jeff T's so funny, dude. Anyway, if Thaddeus Young is your second best player, I don't think you could be able to go up against us. But I guess in this simulation you can. If we go down 3-0, it's over. What the crap? Alright. 25 points. CJ Miles. 11 this. How are you beating us, bro?
How?
We got 1 game on them, and they beat us. Okay. Whatever. You think I would let all of you retire? You got more years in the tank for me. Steven Adams has long hair now.
Huh? Hey,
Shout out, bro. Alright, now we're just in the process of re-signing absolutely everybody. And now we're going into 2018. This is uncharted territory now for the Pacers and Paul George. Paul George pretty much had the greatest single playoff run record without another superstar at the helm. So maybe we should just become the Indiana Pacers and see how they do. But I'm gonna keep it faithful and keep it to the solid core. Over here, Dwayne Wade's starting to regress. He was at 87, now he's 85. That's normal, Jimmy. Up to 90, 97. LeBron James. You know, why is Kevin Love starting to regress anyway? Oh, dude, this team, this was one of my favorite teams during this period. So sad that they couldn't take that next step. But then Kevin Durant, I mean, 95 overall with 94 Russell Westbrook and a very decent supporting cast. What if I'm curious.
Hello there.
What happens if I bend the rules of 2K a little bit, do something that's never happened, and have Enes Kanter at power forward? Hey, he goes up in overall as well, so we'll see how this goes. Anyway, time to simulate. And watch this. You know how slow NBA 2K25 is? Look, it's like the Flash over here. That's another season in the books with LeBron James. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, almost 3 steals with 1.5 blocks. That's some GOAT stats right there with 35% from 3. Wonder what this guy is. 73 overall, dropped 19 a game with almost 40% from 3. That's crazy. Brandon Knight, that's a name I haven't heard in forever, bro. Oh, he was kind of killing back then. I'm not even going to say it. The DeAndre Jordan dunk. It's the Kyle Anderson. Shout out, bro. He's like old now. He's just a 24-year-old young man. Russell Westbrook with first team All-NBA. Same with Kevin Durant. Shout out Andre Drummond. Shout out my dude Detroit Pistons. Look at this. 15 rebounds a game. That is insane. Now it's time for the NBA Finals. OKC.
Let's do that.
First seed. Just like last season. We take it. Hey, Cleveland and OKC. LeBron versus KD. Second seed Golden State Warriors. 6th seeded LA Clippers. The Bulls did not make the playoffs. We're winning. All our teams are winning, guys. Alright, down 1 over here on the right. Continue. Okay, up 3, up 2. 2-1. We got this. 2-2 over here. The Clippers advance. Frick. Actually, why did I say frick? We're actually up over here. Going against Minnesota. And up 3-2 here. Easy. Put Carmelo Anthony out of his misery. LeBron got eliminated. Well, looks like we're just looking at this side. Hold on, hold on. Looking at this side for the rest of the time. Simulate. Dude, always simulate. Chris Paul's down. Katie's up. Chris Paul's down. Katie's up. 3-0. 2-1. They can still come back. 2-2. Up 3-0 over here. Swept. Able to get 2 back-to-back. Shout out Christopher Paul, by the way. Let me go over there. How's he doing? 16 a game with... What the crap? He would have way more assists than this a game. That is, that's baloney. What's Blake Griffin doing? 24 a game with 8.5 assists. 50% from 3. I guess he's him. 15, 12. Ooh. Crazy. Where's Lou Will? Where's Jamal Crawford? I guess they weren't on this team at this time. Anyway, let's see what KD's doing. Russell Westbrook. And KD. Looking amazing. Love it. Enes Kanter. Love it. 10 rebounds a game. 9 rebounds a game. The rebound machines. Just like Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein. But it's just in 2017. Looks like the Thunder might be sweeping. Oh no. LA Clippers eliminated. Well, they got farther than they ever did in real life. Up 2 to the Orlando Magic. View this box score. Who are we going up against? I forgot. Oh, Prime Vooch. He was doing pretty good back in 2014, I guess. And here as well. He used to never shoot threes. It's kind of funny. But Alfred Payton, that's true. He was hard back in the day. Evan Fournier, I remember. He actually did really well. I don't know what happened. That he just decided to stop like trying. Anyway, we're up 2-0 on him. Up 3-0. 3-1. They got the when the Russell Westbrook gets the Finals MVP. I'm really surprised it's not Kevin Durant, but hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you want to see some more videos like this, just let me know. Put in the comments. I want to see more videos like this. Like, I don't know what other way is the best. Let that be known. Thanks for watching.